So it's what's it, GlamRat? It's Saturday, isn't it?
It's Saturday.
I am missing the days. I am totally lost. Are you?
I know, I can't tell what day of the week it is, where I am, what time it is, nothing. I've got no clue. I'm awful, me. I've got a watch, but I don't know what it does.
So I grabbed hold of a GlamRat. You might know her from her GlamRat YouTube channel, doing In the Sewers, and she's on the radio, aren't you? Scotland Rocks
Scotland
radio,
Rocks,
radio.
whole lot of noise every fortnight, and I literally got that name because my grandma says, you like to listen to all that noise, don't you? Well, thanks, Grandma. I'll take that. So shout out to my grandma for giving me the radio day, that'll do. I thought I'll take that.
But this weekend you're here at Call of the Wild because you're doing the Upstaged interviewing, aren't you?
Yes, they asked me to do what I do best, which is annoy the hell out of bands, asking them loads of questions, and sort out for their YouTube channel. So, yeah.
So how's that going? Because as we said, we're halfway through Saturday. You're halfway through, or you got a lot more to go?
I've had this house we built this morning, which is fine, and then sadly another band's had to pull out who was on after that. But then I'm literally back to back, boom, all the way through up until about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. So
all right, yeah.
It's very busy, but it's great because I like talking to people about the stories and things and stuff like that. You know, like back in the day there was VH1's Behind the Music and stuff like that, wasn't it? And I love that. I probably watched nearly every episode. I was like, I want to do that, and that's what I like to try and do, is get behind the music, and you know, they can talk about all the new exciting things. And so we did a trial run last year, just with videos that I shot on my GoPro and stuff like that, and it was alright. But this year we were like, you know what, we want to do it bigger and better, and that's what we've done this year. For definite.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a sneak peek in the studio, and it is a proper studio.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It is. If I can sneak in and put a shot into this, I'll show you. You'll see what I mean.
It is beautiful.
It is great.
Even though we don't need the furs, we've got furs everywhere, and it's like, yeah, but it's Mafton outside. You're like melting into the fur. It's insane. But it wouldn't be rock and roll if we didn't have fur. Do you know what I mean? No. So we had to put it in there.
So who have you interviewed so far here at Call of the Wild?
Who did I have yesterday? I had Curo. They're a great alternative band from Scotland. Like, to watch them is insane. Like, I caught their show at Rockmantic last February, and they're definitely a band to watch because you can't quite put them in a box, but they're there. And then I had a Beggar's Bliss as well, which was great, like with the little baby bump with the demon on the on the bump.
Yes.
Yeah, that was dead cute. I loved that. And then had a night with Florence Black, our Friday night headliners. That was lovely, very lucky. I was a lucky girl. And I had Glamour of the Kill as well. Like, they're back after like hiatus for, I think it's nearly 10 years.
Right, yeah.
They were away and then they came back with an album, and people have said it's their heaviest stuff yet. And they've gone down the metalcore melody kind of route, and it was great. It was lovely tonight too. It really, really was. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have Onslaught to chat to later on.
Right,
there are Saturday night headliners, which is great, and then there's surprise bands as well, which will be pretty cool.
So Whisper, who's the surprise band?
Well, as of this recording, I can tell you now because it's gone out. It's gone out online. So Bullets and Octane are on the Trailblazers stage this afternoon. They had a bit of a gap in their tour, and it was like, come over and say hi, why not? So they've come over, and then a favourite here with us at Call Wild, as well as with me, because I just love Ty Kettle. Danny Vaughan is doing a lovely little acoustic set in the Trailblazers stage at 10:30 tonight, so which is nice. It's a nice little treat because Onslaught might not be for everybody. They are, like, I think someone said they are the UK's version of Metallica kind of thing, so they might not be for everybody. So it's nice to kind of have that balance, which is great. I love it. And it was great with Florence Black last night, for example, because they were here years ago. I think one of the first ones that we did, about 4 years ago, I think they said they were here. Yeah, so 2022-ish, I think it were. And they were like halfway through the afternoon, and now they're headlining on stage, you know. And that's what's great about Call Wild and Upstaged and a lot of these festivals that are on our circuit, is like, we find that next generation of bands and we keep pushing them, and then they can come back as headliners, and it's great. And I get to nat to them in there. Like, that's awesome. Like, what else do you want? You know? You want to say, I was there, but there was only 10 people and a dog in the rain watching them on a stage. Now they've got pyros, they've got confetti cannons, they've got everything. So no, it's great. It's really fun.
So of the bands that you've interviewed already, what's your favourite story they've told you?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, this house we built are kind of funny. I love chatting to Scott. He's wild. He's actually like so wild. But I'm trying to think. What did we talk about? We talked about loads of things yesterday, and you know, like Kuro, for example, he was saying like, you know, you're climbing on the rigging and things like that. And it's like bands like to do that.
Yeah.
Frontmen like to do that. They
do,
like to
don't they?
climb on things, you know, and. Like I was saying as well to Glam with the Kill as well, which I think was great. They said when they were here the first time, they were recording in studios in like Detroit and, you know, loads of places in America, like these big studios with big sounds and all these things. And they said, and then they went away for 10 years, and then when they came back, they were just recording in the back bedroom of one of the bands was just recording it in their back bedroom. Obviously, they then took it to a studio and polished it up, but he said they went all the way and stripped it all the way back, and he said sometimes I think bands forget about that, how they start. They get lost in the whole feeling of like, oh, we're a big band, so we got to do big staging tours, we got to do big studio things, we got to do that. And he said really sometimes he said you just need to strip it all back.
Yeah.
You know,
Very good.
and it was a lovely little story for him to say, and it's like it's something that I've said for a while. Like sometimes I think bands get lost in the whole thing, and it's kind of like you can still do it in your back bedroom.
Yeah.
Maybe not on an 8-track because you don't fit it in there, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can still roll it back. You can have all the toys and whistles, but like more people are doing that though, aren't they? They're going back to more traditional ways of recording and stuff. So, you know, I mean, we're here with phones and things like that, you know, with big cameras, but like,
nowadays,
you know, in vinyl there's been such a huge thing as well, you know, and we've got tapes and CDs for all coming back, so why not?
Everything comes full circle,
It
as
does,
it says, doesn't it?
It does, you know, and I mean, next year we want to build on what we've already done next year in regards to our lovely studio. I'll let you come and have a look.
Good, thanks.
I'll let you come and have a look. It's lovely, it's beautiful, you know, you make do what you got, and that's the whole point. You want to build year on year on year on year, you know, and so we've got like a full setup, so we'll show you guys, but it's like a full setup, but we can only use one side of it because we've only got one camera because the other camera just wasn't working. So so next year we know, right, okay, so we need a second camera there so we can have double shots. Everyone can sit there, because at the minute I'm just cramming them all onto a settee. So and we had to put the furs on, A, because it's rock and roll, but B, because underneath, I'll give you a secret, underneath they're blue, so it looks like ITV News under there. Welcome to a calendar news on Studio Afternoon. You know, you're just like, I need to kind of jazz that up a little bit. At some point, I will have a really nice leather Chesterfield couch for people to sit on. But right now, no. I haven't got the budget for that, but that's the dream, yeah. It's been great.
So plans to do it again next year and the year after?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Like you can only build on what you've already got. And Adam, one of the guys who I work with on the team, he said you learn from your failures. And this hasn't been a failure, don't get me wrong. No. But you know, right, okay, so we need to get everything in, we need another camera for next year. Okay, maybe we need to block off the light a little bit more so we can have more control of the lighting. Maybe, you know, it's not been a failure by any stretch of the imagination, but it's given you room to think.
Tweaks every time, just
tweaks
to make
every
it
time,
better
just to
and
make
better
it
and
better.
better.
I mean, ideally, we'd love to be, you know, like Download or, you know, Hellfest when they used to have their own studio rooms and everything like that, didn't they? So that would be the dream. Just waving to people. Because I'm famous. No.
Cheers, it's GlamRat.
I'm famous. No, you know, it's the plans are. I mean, we always plan a year ahead anyway, like you do.
Yeah.
But I mean, because people find it amazing, you know, and it's true. I mean, Vicky Hungerford, who is the director of Bloodstock, she was saying before, she was like, you do book bands up to nearly 3 years in advance. Even though you never know what's going to happen with the band, but you provisionally book it and say, right, I'm going to book you in for, you know, 2029, and, you know, hell, do it for 2030. Like, you know, you see how far you can go, and Cold Wild started in 2019.
Yeah.
And then obviously COVID then turned up, and
Yeah.
it was a worrying time as to whether, you know, I mean, I came as a punter then, and, you know, it's a worrying time because we didn't know if it was ever going to hit, and we've just built on year and year and year. I mean, tickets are on sale for next year.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
You know, and they seem to be flying out
And
the door.
well, I'm not surprised. Good lineup.
The lineup
These Wicked
is
Rivers,
brilliant. These
can't
Wicked
wait
Rivers.
for them to get back here.
Yeah, I mean, they were here a few years ago. They
were,
played
yeah.
Romantic as well.
Yeah.
Like, God, in Romantic, you couldn't move because they. I don't know if you've ever been to the Brickyard at Carlisle, but the stage is right at the back. Like the bands are on there, but the ladies' toilets are behind the stage.
Oh,
so, right. So you're like, people are like, oh, they're trying to get to the front. It's like, no, I need a pee. I'm trying to get to the bog. Sorry, like, you know, trying to get out. And like, these Wicked Rivers just packed that room out, you know. And it was a weird thing because it was like, people were like swaying and everything because obviously they have the rugs and the lamps and everything like on stage. And it was like, God, I hope I don't take acid while I'm here because this would be trippy as hell. You know, you think you'd be taken back to the 60s. Everyone's like swaying and doing it. It was great. So I think next year, like people in that field, going to be loads of barefooted people if the weather's going to be like this, you know? It's going to be a lot of that. And Ellen as well, like such a great band. If you've never checked out Ellen, they're a pagan metal band from the northeast. They're around the corner from me, a bit further up from me. And they're just smashing it. Absolutely smashing it. And, you know, they've found their niche, it works. And the great thing about them is they're actually really good at it. You know, there's loads of bands that go, oh, we're this band. And it's like, hi, but you're not very good at it, you know. And like, you know, easily if they kept on going and doing what they're doing, they'd have the same kind of following as like Sabaton and Powerwolf, like, you know, the niche metal genres, like easy. So next year, like, they're going to be here, people are going to be picking that up.
I'll have to check those out because they're doing a few dates before next
they are.
year, obviously. I'm checking them. I'm looking forward next year, Kissing Chaos. Have you heard them?
Yes, I've seen some things about them and I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Definitely, obviously, we'll try and get a chat with them. But this is the thing, there's always something for everybody here, and we don't have clashes as such with the second and first stage, you know.
That's right, yeah.
They're tandem with each other.
They do, yeah.
If you've never been, right, come and have a nosy, because that is one of the things that people hate is like, I mean, obviously Download is on that supersonic bloody level, isn't it? But like, you know, you have to keep, right, okay, so I've got so on there, but if I leave 10 minutes before the end, I can get there for them, but I couldn't watch half that. You don't have that here.
You don't.
I know we're not on the same scale, but like you don't have that here.
No, you've got second stage, haven't you? So you can watch that, and then all you need to do is just shuffle
Shimmy
along
over.
a bit,
Literally,
and then
people play
there.
shuffleboards all day, you know. And then you've got the chair brigade that are at the back,
Indeed.
you know, and they've got a full view of both stages.
And then if you want the little Trailblazer stage, it's only
Trailblazer
2-minute walk.
Literally, just not even that far. It's just, you know, and there's the bar in there as well.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah,
and the merch, you have to buy your merch when you're here as well.
do.
You know, and it's cozy as anything. And if we can keep doing what we're doing here, then it is definitely something special. And, you know, I only like to do things that I think, well, I mean, everybody does. You only want to do things that you think, you know, you can make a difference with and in, and, you know, because there's no point in flogging a dead horse. I've tried it, it don't work. But with this, you know, we've hit the ground running and we're straight off to that finishing post, you know, and so it's only halfway through the weekend, but my God, it's knackering.
Yeah, I know. I mean, even the little bits that I do, I am pooped. So we're going to have a little bit of a relax after this.
I'm trying to see if we could get a hot tub for next year. Or an ice bath.
And that's more likely. If it's
We'll
probably
have an
like
ice
this
bath.
next year,
Yeah.
if
I could have a spa
tub.
added onto the end over there, that would be great. Come and do your interview, chill in the spa, off you go, you'd be fine.
Interviewing in the spa.
That'll
there
be
you
something.
Go.
There you go.
There you
See,
go.
it's trying to do
Everybody's
an interview in an ice
ideas,
bath. My
yeah.
God, that would be awful. Absolute torture. But no, I would love to do that.
So where can everybody see the interviews? It's Upstaged.
Upstaged TV, yes. So it's
Upstaged TV.
Upstaged Limited on YouTube. So obviously when this goes out, I'll pop it in the comments as well.
Indeed, yeah.
So subscribe to that, and you know you can ring the bell for notifications if you want. There's going to be live videos uploaded as well because we've got a camera crew that are taking the live shots and stuff like that, as well as me chatting to the bands in between. So yeah, Upstaged TV on YouTube. I'll drop a link in the comments for you, and you can get subscribed to that, and you know just follow us, stay up to date with things, you know. And there's the Wolfpack Facebook group as well. Everybody shares their stories on there. Bands share their new releases. People share their stories, their memories, all sorts. You know, I think there's going to be a few horror stories about the mechanical bull. Trying to watch people now is great. I might have a go later. See how much I've had to drink first.
Okay, if she does, and I see it, there'll be a video later.
Yeah, we'll see that. We'll see how that turns out. Can't get on the bloody thing. I'm only 5 foot. I'll have to get a ladder first.
Well, GlamRat, thanks for taking time out
Not
of
a problem.
interviewing for Upstaged TV here at Call of the Wild Festival.
It's amazing.
Enjoy the rest of the festival, love, and
Try my best.
we'll meet up again.
We certainly will. I'm always about. Check everybody out on socials, bands, us, everybody. All that support really does mean the world to everybody in this industry. I think we're coming together now.
Indeed.
We actually like it. But mwah, thank you so much for having me.
You're
As
welcome.
always.
Thank you very much.
And I'll
Seb.
see you in the next one.
You're
Come and have a
welcome.
look inside.
Yeah, come and have a look.
Come and
Right,
have a
so
look.
next thing we're
We're
going
going
to
to
have
have a look in there.
Lights are on.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that,
So I've had a sneak peek
See?
through the door.
Look at that. I told you we've got loads of furs. Look at that. Bit of product placement there, of course. We've got very sparkly. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
All the colours. Twisted Tavern. Get on that. And like I said, ITV.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's
Very much so.
ITV. But this is the little setup that we have, and hopefully we're going to build next year. Our lovely little crew just sat here waiting for me to stop talking.
This is a great setup. I shall
Brilliant.
be tuning into Upstaged TV on YouTube, Upstage Limited. Link in the description. GlamRat, once again, thanks very much.
Thank
we'll
you
see you
so
soon.
much. See you soon. Thank you.